Hello, NWOBHM here. Today it's the 8th of June 2024. Quick favour, if I might be so bold, and that's if I could ask you to please subscribe to the channel, because that'd be marvellous and a big help. So please do click the button if you would. Today we're looking at Rhabstallion and their new album Batshit Crazy, right? And here is yet another band originating back in the good old new wave of British heavy metal days, still doing all the good stuff over 4 decades later. You know, the band formed around about 1980 and were based quite close to my little bit of God's own county, or in other words, Yorkshire. And you know, back then they tried hard. They had a bit of a loyal following, and whilst it didn't work out for them back then, they reappeared out of nowhere. I think it was about 2018 when they reformed, and a couple of years ago put out what their debut album called Back in the Saddle. Appropriate title, don't you think? And that was a fantastic album. And now we are in June 2024, and Rhabstallion have followed up Back in the Saddle with Batshit Crazy, and it's a real stormer of an album, make no mistake. It's full of enthusiastic swagger and attitude, huge sound, delivers the goods all the way through. You know, those new wave of British heavy metal roots are the undercurrent, of course, and why not? But there's much more to it than Rhabstallion offer up here. We've got jaunty riffs that throb, cut, slash and roam free, monster rhythm guitar. The lead breaks are concise and don't stray into self-indulgence. The big bass lines are nicely up in the mix, solid drumming and big powerful vocals as well. I mean, it's got a lot. The title track starts it off, big heavy bouncy number, doesn't muck about here. It's fun too, it's really fun and upbeat, and I guess that's the point of the title, isn't it? And it's got a huge chorus. You know, that'll get straight into your head and stay there. What we got next? Well, we got Better Late Than Never, Now You're Gone, and Strength Within Me. Those three continue that trend set by the title track, and each one's propelled along by, you know, various selection of big riffs and, you know, great stuff. Ghost Dance has something of a bit of a mystical feel to it, and as that alternates between the spiky riffs and the big stuff as well. Really enjoyable song. Leans towards progressive metal, I would say, and you know, shows that Rhabstallion have got a wider range to them as well, and they demonstrate that even further on what comes after Ghost Dance, which is the House. Now this one's a real monster of a song with a sinister edge to it. It starts off as it gradually broods and builds up to the big explosion when all the powerful riffing comes in. Towering riff, similarly towering vocal, monster of the song. It really is. Next up, you know, they change it up again on Sold My Soul. Really fast drumming sets the pace as that one speeds along. What we got next up? Well, we got three more. We got The Call, Going Nowhere, and Who Am I? Fine trio of songs to close out an album, which is just so good and enjoyable all the way through. And to ramp up that enjoyment a little bit further, the CD version has a couple of live tracks as bonus tracks, and both of them are banging too. I mean, Rhabstallion must be fine, fantastic live. I've never caught them, but I will if they're around here. Marvellous stuff. And something as good as this coming so soon after that new Demon album, you know, Invincible, from just a couple of 3 weeks ago. It's been quite a fine period recently for good old new wave of British heavy metal band who still know how things should be done properly, and Rhabstallion certainly show that here. It's a fine album indeed. I got mine directly from the band's shop on their website. I'll drop a link to that in the description below so you can go and buy one. Also, seriously recommended stuff. And just a few moments ago, the postie arrived and he delivered through the door the recent reissue of the old Mendes Prey anthology, The Never Ending Road. This one's got a couple of previously unreleased tracks on it, I think. So I'll get my ears around that. More good old-fashioned NWOBHM. But don't miss out on Rhabstallion and Batshit Crazy, because it's fantastic. Alright, so there we are. Please do subscribe to the channel before you go, because that would be marvellous. And as always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and take care.